What's up, guys? Welcome back. All right, so there was a little bit of an issue on the YouTube side. So, for everyone joining us back in now, welcome, welcome. It is time for our second match to get underway. But of course, before we go anywhere, we have to take a quick look at what the teams have been doing so far and what the overall standings look like. As we can see, as we jump straight across up in it towards that, the players there from the Light Warriors coming in with an absolutely beautiful performance already so far. Finishing off with 15 placement points and 12 eliminations to come in alongside that, putting them on a grand total of 27. Of course, we see Clear Vision also coming in with 7. We got the players there from the 4 Romanian men also picking up 7 eliminations along the way. It was an early night, though, for the players there from Paint as well as MAD Esports. But speaking about which, of course, it is now time for us to hop straight up into the match to see what the teams are going to be bringing on through. But of course, be sure to let us know in the chat who you are here to support, right? Tell us which team do you think is going to be clutching it out here today. Who will be walking away with that winner chicken dinner coming right up in towards Miramar. Of course, we do have another Erangel as well as Sanok still to make its way on through. So there is going to be a lot of opportunities. Now, speaking about opportunities, we can see our flight path, of course, coming in. Starting over on towards that Puerto side and heading all the way across up in towards the north towards La Cobreria. So definitely a very satisfying flight path. San Martin being quite easily accessible. Same can be said for Monte Nuevo, El Pozo, potentially even El Azhar. We know water treatment is also one of the options there. It doesn't seem like anyone is heading up in towards Impala though. I'm also curious to see who's going to be pulling up in towards potentially Chumacera, Ladrillera, Montenuevo, even Picado. It does seem like we've got one team making their way on through towards Picado, and that is going to be the players coming through from the Scream squad. But we won't have to scream too long to see where exactly everyone's going to be heading up into, as the flight path, as we can see, is just about done. And we should see where that very first zone is going to be taking us to. A lot of teams making their way on down. Ooh, and it is going to be an eastern zone as the teams now look to get themselves into a few potential angles. They're really liking what I'm seeing so far. I mean, we got a little bit of that contention coming up into Los Leones. We got the players there from X9 all the way over in towards Puerto. But we do see the players from Paint also just picking up a few of those hits in the early game. So a lot of tension building as the teams are fighting it out in San Martin and elsewhere on that map. And we'll be jumping into the action in a little bit just to see where everyone is going to be going into. Of course, with several shots coming in all over the place. Players here from Paint. Ain't going to be any strangers to that, as we can see them now getting ready to come in pushing. But will they come in swinging as well? A lot of potential points of contention coming through here. So Paint going toe-to-toe with the players coming through from FLUX, as we can see. Oh, lots getting traded. Ketch now trying to come in with a little bit of a suppressive shot. But Limbo Boom is going to be looking to just go boom, boom, boom all the way through. Oh, and there we go. The shot comes in. It is the confirmation to find its way. We also see a few more hits coming in that feed as well, as we did see Dexter there from the 4 Romanian men. Or rather, that was from the 4 Romanian boys. Having a little bit of a tough run. But yeah, let us know in the chat, who do you think is going to be the team to get the winner chicken dinner right here over on it towards Miramar? Also, tell me which team you guys are here to support. We'd love to see what your what your focus is. Who are you going to be rooting for? For me, I'm going to be rooting for the team that gives me the most pew-pew to come on through. Of course, now a little bit of a potential angle for that pew-pewness to come on in is going to be right here. As you can see, the players from the side of Light Warriors, our winner chicken dinners from the first match, are getting ready to get into a little bit of an exchange alongside the players from Big. Big, of course, now going to be holding the high ground. We're trying to play those angles. But will we see... Oh, those shots work out for them. As the first of two, well, the second of two hits rather, comes on in. We got Ding now trying to just quickly put some distance in. But of course, Baboon right here on the front line, trying to get that res on through. Speaking about the reses, the rush is going to come in. Oh, down goes Baboon. It now is down to Ding, is quite far away. And of course, Roller, Big Boy, Beast, both of them sending out those nades, trying to pick up the confirmation. Beast being able to hold that off just for a little bit. But let's see now, will this be the one for the players from the Light Warriors, or will this be the end of the road? Oh, down goes Roller, Big Boy. 2 players down, and unfortunately for them, Ding is nowhere to be seen. We've got Ding all the way on the opposite end of the valley. Beast now spotting them out. Ding now, of course, being able to quickly get a vast amount of distance in between them. But a pretty good run coming through for the players here from Big, as they've already now been able to find 3 eliminations on themselves. But how far are they going to be looking to push it in? Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know, do you think Big is going to be able to pick up that winner chicken dinner? Could it be going over to the players there from the side of the Light Warriors once again? AKA the old Goat Moon team. We did see them, of course, coming in with that second place over in towards the group stages. There's going to be several points for these teams to now continue their fighting. And even if we look over on towards the players here from FLUX, we also see them positioned up into its graveyard. Yes, they've been reduced down to 2, but it's going to be Solke and Solus just holding up here in towards the church, looking to see if they can find a decent position to move on into. Meanwhile, we're going to wait to see what that zone is going to bring on through. As we can see, of course, it is still sitting over on towards that southeastern side, with a few teams positioned up on towards the more western edge. We've got KONINA Power, we've got Clear Vision, we've got the players also then coming through there from, I believe, the 4 Romanian men. No, that's the 4 Romanian boys, my bad. And then, of course, also the players coming through from LIVION eSports. Looking to see if they can find a potential angle up in towards the zone. It is only going to be that first phase blue, so we know that the teams can afford to spend a little bit more time having fun out in the blue. But essentially, those rotations will have to make their way on through. Ooh, but look at this now. Solke, Solus, rolling up. We got the players here, of course, from Big, getting ready to welcome them in. But will this now be the play for Big to make? So getting ready for a little bit of those... Oh, a little bit of those plays. We did see Swave, of course, now quickly falling victim. But now it's down to what the rest of the squad is going to be doing. You still have Mozaro and Michi, or Mihi, positioned relatively close to them as those pushes now come through. Oh, Michi coming under fire as the hits rain on through. It is going to be Unicorns of Love on the opposite end. Oh, Beast now up along Solke and Solus. Solke trying to push on up, trying to see if they can find that angle. But a lot of contention, a lot of pressure now starting to boil up into the region. Solke trying everything and finds the hit right onto Beast. But now they need to be so careful. Of course, it is going to be Mozaro that is now being contested by Unicorns. And off they go. Big having to pack their bags and make their way right back in towards the lobby. Unicorns of Love now also just going to be rolling on forward. We could potentially see them pulling up right alongside the players here now, of course, from FLUX. It does seem like it could be on the books for them. Unicorns of Love just rolling in behind them. Oh, look at that. Down goes the first one as Solke picks up Icy Boy. Will now cooking up the nades, trying to reach across. Molly's getting sent out. Oh, but Will is lit on fire. Solke now quickly trying to use his opportunity to get a little bit of that health back into the health bar. Meanwhile, the rest of the Unicorns now going to come moving on forward. As you can see them just off in the distance there. It is going to be Reznov and Daddy IGL. Oh, Solke getting hit, but with that, Solus now quickly goes in for the confirmation on towards Icy Boy. So Unicorns now down to 2. There's going to be players there from FLUX also setting it down to only 2 remaining players. Solkay trying to find those angles. Oh, Unicorns trying to ride the edge, and with that, down goes Reznov. Daddy now trying to make it work, but unfortunately, it is not going to be paying off, as we can see. Solkay, oh, just celebrating. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful clutch coming through there for them. But of course, now we also have to take a look and see what that next zone is going to be doing. No, this one. There we go. So blue zone slowly closing in. Teams getting ready now in anticipation to see where that next phase is going to be taking them. It continues to stay over on towards that more eastern side. So this is going to be quite an interesting play now for the players to come in with a few rotations. We can see the entire northern region being entirely open. Minas Generales, Junkyard, Impala, La Bendita. All these places open for the taking. We do, however, see a few teams still positioned on towards that far western side. It is now going to be the players from MAD Esports looking to push in, rotate away from that San Martin power grid position. Clear vision also just heading past the southern side of Picado. But up north, that's where things also could be taking quite an interesting twist, right? Because we've got the players from Paint as well as the team there from LIVION Esports positioned far up in towards those northern regions. So only time will tell which way around these teams are going to be looking to push their rotations. But it does seem like there's going to be that mass divergence heading up in towards the zone itself. As you can see, Solkay now spotting other players here from Scream up ahead. But will this be the opportunity? Will this be the call now for Solkay to come in swinging? Players there from the Scream squad coming in with a few tempting rotations. We also have Paint now getting caught up in the exchange all the way up in towards that northern side of the zone. Oh, but look at Solkay rolling. What on earth was that? What? No. Come on. Like, someone clip that, please. Clip that, please. I gotta see that again. I got to see that again. That was just pure insanity. I mean, Solkay is a beast. But of course, well, speaking about beast, we have to take a look at what the rest of the teams are now looking to do. They are, of course, still making their rotations, trying to pull themselves up in towards that zone. And as we can see, zone sitting on the edge. Blue zone a few seconds away from closing up, but of course KONINA Power still just riding that blue storm, trying to get themselves into a more established position a little bit further up in towards that zone. But it is going to be quite a challenging run, whichever way they do look at it. Of course, the players there from LIVION Esports all the way up in the far north. Some distance for them to try and cover, but now look at this. Solkay and potentially the last remaining player here from Paint are going to be looking to get themselves a lovely share on towards that drop coming down. We do have those engagements, of course, now unfolding elsewhere in the map. But now, Solkay, having tasted some of that goodness, that level 3 goodness coming through with the nice delivery at the hand of that loot drop coming in, is now going to look relatively cool, calm, and collected. Looking to set up a bit of a position right here on the edge of the crater. But so many more teams coming through with the rotations. They continue to push on in. Solkay and Solus down to 7 eliminations. I mean, look at that. Solkay sitting on 5 of the 7 with Solus finding the last remaining 2. So far, they're off to an absolutely phenomenal game. But there's still a lot that needs to be seen, of course. Speaking about seeing stuff, it is going to be Clear Vision now fighting themselves alongside the players here from the side of new names. New names holding on to that North Los Leones position. A little bit of high ground. But let's see Will this be the play now for Clear Vision to come on through and get those angles lined and dialed up? Potentially getting a few confirmations. Of course, they are going to be a 3-man team going up against the 4 remaining players of new names. The NASA is trying to scout it out before pushing in. Of course, KONINA Power is going to be coming through with a few punches as they too now come rolling up onto the edge of the zone, pushing in from that western side. Clear Vision not going to be trying to test or rather push their luck just yet. KONINA Power, on the other hand, though, are going to come rushing forward, as we can see. FLQQ now just holding the angle. Up comes Gonzo. Oh, and that threat could be Gonzo as they now move in. It is going to be one of the players coming through there from the side of the 4 Romanian boys. Oh, down goes Lau. Clear Vision still holding a very steady approach. But that zone also now taking a little bit of a shift of its own, as the teams now once again have to do a little bit of work to get themselves well situated within the zone. As we can see, the shots now continuing to fly on in. The 4 Romanian boys, or 4 Romanian men rather, actually coming in onto the players there from FLUX, sending them backing right back up in towards the lobby. Meanwhile, it is going to be the players right here from KONINA Power looking to push through, still coming in over on towards that western side of the zone. But how far will they be able to take it? As we see now, Clear Vision also finding a quick tappity tap up in towards the players there from the side of new names. But this is now where Rana is getting challenged for that position on the edge of zone. Well, centralized near the edge of zone. The pressure, the tension starting to build. Oh, it is going to be head after head now, just filing it up in that feed. As we can see, both the players from LIVION Esports we have on the far northern side, and of course now the players here from the 4 Romanian men holding just outside of Minas Generales. Both teams looking to kind of close it up, looking for those angles. Oh, but Rana, that vehicle is looking a little bit worse for wear. Of course, now we see the 4 Romanian boys just up ahead of them. We got Tudor not looking for those angles. Meanwhile, ooh, Hoopsman trying to get a shot. Red Ox getting hit by Tudor. Beautiful back and forth coming on through. A lot of angles to play here, of course. Now, 4 Romanian men are going to be going at it, trying to still find those angles on towards the 4 Romanian boys. But who will be the one to succeed as the tensions will continue to build? Tudor just cautiously waiting there, not looking to overexpose that position just yet. Just trying to ride the storm as long as they possibly can. We get to see whether or not any potential support could be coming on through. We have Keme also now, the other remaining hope for the 4 Romanian boys holding on towards that northern side. Red Ox keeping a very watchful eye, still trying to pick up those hits. Down south, though, we've got the players here from New Name, also now just making a quick dash up in towards the zone. Finding a little bit of an opening, looking to see if they can get any of the clearances to work out in their favor. But nothing just yet, still a little bit of distance to cover to make it in, but they are, however, going to be tapping away, as we can see now. NASA there from Clear Vision coming under fire. As the Mushkelinho goes swinging on through with the hits. But will we see that push? You've got to be careful. Team Doom position just up ahead of them. So the tension's definitely starting to build on through. With that, of course, we see a few more hits coming up on towards Tudor in that feed. And as we quickly jump over, we see Red Ox now still there from the 4 Romanian men looking to hold that angle. New names coming under fire. Sitting with 3 eliminations for the side of the 4 Romanian men. 1 elimination for the new names. Doom up ahead. Up comes those taps. And now it is up to Sarah and Dewey to try and find the last few angles on towards Keme. You can see her holding here right behind the tree, but they're going to be careful. KONINA Power also going to be looking to push on through with that. NASA finds a beautiful hit coming in towards Frosty, as we saw coming in the feed. New names are rather going to be disengaging, rotating along that more southern side. But now the pressure is on for Keme. Will they be able to get out of this pressure cooker situation? The tensions definitely are going to keep on building higher and higher. Oh, look at the shots. Keme under fire. Dodging this way and that. Trying to dodge the shots coming on in. Not a lot of options. Oh, but who's going to be able to find it though? There we go. Throws a little bit of a snowball just here and there. Just making sure that they at least go out with a bit of a fight. Even if it's a snowball fight. Oh, there we go. Angle. Nice, nice, nice. Come on. Yes. Success is Professor Gojo. Gets a oh no coming in their direction. Came in now trying to ride that storm. Of course, we do see the same coming through here for the players from Clear Vision as well. As we got NASA on the approach. Shots flying in. Oh, there we go. The confirmation is locked in. Professor Gojo is a no-go and will not be pushing any further as they are getting sent back up in towards the lobby. We see Lucci also now as alongside Skyline. Position just ahead, and unfortunately Skyline comes through with an absolutely beautiful hit. KONINA Power now positioned over on towards that western side as well. Trying to push on through, but the 4 Romanian men stopping them in their tracks as the devastating blows hit one after the other. We can see now. Oh, there we go. Old Boy finds the lineup. NASA still going to be trying to push on through, but of course now KONINA Power looking to make it a successful run. So many shots coming in from all directions. The players here from Clearview still feeling the pressure. Oh, but with that, X9 lands the devastating blow and down they go. Doom also now holding up a little bit more centralized up in towards the zone. KONINA Power still looking to push in. Down goes Doobie for Romanian men. Their numbers starting to dwindle. But it is going to be Old Boy and PRXX looking to hold strong coming into this final few pushes. We need a little bit of time left on that clock. We do see Rana coming through with a quick few cheeky, sneaky hits there. Old Boy coming in for the confirmation. There we go. Oh. But Redox and Rana just swings on in, finding that elimination. PRX now having to decide which way around they are looking to play this. Meanwhile, Doom, as we can see, of course, also still holding a steady position. Not going to be pushing it too much just yet. They need to try and be as cautious as they possibly can. Ooh. Oh, what's this we see? BRXX coming under fire. X9 position just up ahead. Shots now just raining in from all directions. Doom about to have a beautiful position. You can see them pretty much being the only team currently positioned up in it towards the zone. Meanwhile, the rest of the lobby still having to try and fight their way on through to get themselves secured coming into the zone. With that, it is going to be the end of the road now for the players there from the Scream Squad as they go down thanks to the blue zone as well as the hits coming through here from LIVION. But it is Crow and all left to try and just keep the numbers up. You can see Doom still positioned down below of them. The players there from X9 also now potentially coming under a little bit of fire. Oh, all sending out a beautiful one tap. Picking up the knock. That is what we love to see. The shots now continue to rain on down for Romanian men. Still looking to make a push coming in from that northern side. Unreal. Trying to reach all the way across. The pressure coming in on Livia now. Look at this BRXX. Oh! Down goes Unreal. It is now up to Bisque. Will Bisque risk it for the biscuit? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, Livian still just trying to play the edge. Not rushing up into zone. Look at that. Beautiful hit coming on towards Yankees. Bisk now also just tapping away at the blaze there from X9 as they all now start converging further and further up in towards the zone. But now it is going to be a fight for that center zone position. It is going to be Bisk trying to cook up a nade. Looking to send it out. But of course also now the blaze here from X9 feeling the heat, feeling the pressure. As you can see, it all comes down to Leo now for the side there of X9. Meanwhile, Bisk will be focusing their efforts on towards the Red Ox from the 4 Romanian men. And with that, picks up the confirmation. Leo gets sent right on back. Is now the final 2 teams left. It is going to be Doom up against the rest of the squad there from LIVION. So it is going to be a 2v3 push coming through. Unreal, Bisk trying to push up, trying to get themselves situated in that zone. But it's not going to be easy going. Ball now trying to make a run for it. Of course, the hits come through. Crow now on the opposite end. See those shots tapping away steadily. Unreal keeping a very watchful eye. Crow now also just trying to scan the vicinity, trying to see if they can find any angles. Meanwhile, it's going to be up to Foopsman. Oh! To try and just sneak on up behind them. Unreal does get spotted, and with that the trade-off comes in. It is now going to be Bisk, the final hopeful for the side of Team Doom. Boopsman trying to hold up the one. Crow trying to hold up the other angle. But will they be able to get those last few heads dialed on in? Crow now looking for a quick bit of an advance, and there we go. It is done and dusted. The winner chicken dinner going towards the players there from LIVION as the nade gets sent on out, and with that picking up such a beautiful victory for them as we can see them ending off on 12 eliminations. What an insane play. Of course, Foopsman coming in with 7 of the 12. Beautifully played. Of course, the players there from Doom taking that second place, coming in with 4. We got the players then from X9 sitting over in 3rd place with 1 elimination. We got the 4 Romanian men taking 4th place, coming in with a very impressive 9 elims. Of course, the players there from MAD Esports taking that position up in towards 5th with 3 eliminations. KONINA Power then coming up into 6th place, also finishing with 4. We've got the players there from Scream Squad over in 7th with 2. New names up in 8th place with 1 elimination. Clear Vision taking 9th place with 3. We've got the players there from Paint coming into 10th place with 2. Then, of course, the 4 Romanian boys up in 11th with 1. We've got the players there from FLUX up in 12th place with 7 eliminations. Unicorns of Love taking 13th with 3. Big up in 14th, also then with 3 eliminations. And then, of course, the players there from the Light Warriors. They finished the previous match with a winner chicken dinner. This time around, they're the first team back into the lobby. So quite an interesting change of events coming through here. But, of course, let's have a look at our stars of the match. It is going to be Foopsman coming in with the most eliminations. They're sitting on 7, causing 569 damage. Of course, the most reses going through to Crow, finding 2 assists and that 1 res. Quite a good survival time coming through. But of course, our MVP of the match is going to be Foopsman coming in with an insane amount of damage and distance traveled, as well as those eliminations. So well done, well played. But either way, that is then going to be the end of our second match of the day. We still have 2 more to go. So I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about the action so far. So far, for me, the teams are really playing a very, very interesting set of games here, but it's so difficult to decide who will be walking away with those winner chicken dinner. So be sure to let me know. Head on over into the chat. Tell me which team you are here to support and who do you think is going to be picking up the very next winner chicken dinner. On that, we are going to be taking a very quick break. So be sure to stay tuned, and we'll see you guys right back afterwards. Welcome back, guys. We're getting ready to move in to the next match, our third match of the day. Of course, we are going to be heading straight back up into Erangel. But before we go anywhere, we have to take a quick look and see what our overall point situation is and where the teams currently find themselves with regards to that. So, of course, let's hop straight on into it. As we can see, the players there from LIVION also finding their winner chicken dinner along the way, as well as the players there from Light Warriors. So two teams already coming in with some really good points, but we see, of course, the players there from the ROMANIAN Men currently sitting on 30 points, 12 points behind LIVION. Same can be said there for the players from Team Doom, currently up in that third place. So a lot of interesting positions coming through from the teams. But, well, speaking about interesting, we are, however, now going to be jumping straight on through as the plane has been on the, well, has taken off. There we go. Thanks. Proper English. Yeah, plane has taken off. You can see that flight path coming in from that western side of the zone, relatively close towards hospital, and heading down towards the southern side, stopping just there on the military island. So curious to see where the teams are going to be dropping down this time. Of course, as we can also see on the teams, slot 6, we have now swapped it out with another team stepping on through. So S2G can't make it for today. So we are going to be having the players there from Good Guys stepping on in. But, well, for the time being, we are down to our 15 teams. We're going to be looking to now just spread themselves out through all the places they can find. And we do have a little bit of that potential contention already coming in, as we see the players there from Unicorns of Love dropping right up in towards South George, with a little bit of that contention making its way in up alongside them. Of course, got to turn the music off, make sure that everything is working fine. And the zone now popping all the way over on towards that northwestern side. So it is going to be absolute chaos coming in on this map, as we can see a lot of points of contention already coming through, particularly over on towards the edge of that zone, right there towards that kind of Gatka, Chinky kind of region, as a lot of teams have decided to drop in the region. As you can see, it's looking pretty crazy with the number of teams already situated over on towards that region. Curious to see how those fights, of course, will be going. We're going to be waiting just a little while to see where everyone will be making their way on into. But for the time being, it is going to be absolute chaos for a majority of these teams looking to still get a good kind of angle to move themselves up in towards. Meanwhile, with Chinky, we do see the players there from the Scream squad, as well as new names kind of sharing that position. Up north, towards Georgia Ball, we see a few rotations heading on towards the more northern side of that zone, but nothing too crazy with regards to the number of rotations. Speaking about Pachinki, we are going to be hopping straight into the action to see what everybody's doing and what Ramzik is going to be doing quickly, just grabbing a little bit of that loot. As I've mentioned before, they are sharing the space with the players coming through there from new names. So there could be some action unfolding between both these teams. But for now, we are just going to be sitting around waiting to see where the action will come from. Of course, 2.5 minutes left on the clock before that zone does start closing on through. But now it is down to our two teams up in towards Pachinki. It is the Mushkelinho for the side there of new names. And then, of course, it is going to be Ramzik for the side of the Scream squad. Also showing the angles with the Mushkelinho. But now we see Exodus and Christo also just looking to roll on in from the northern side, looking to take occupation of the church. So we are going to be keeping our eyes on the feed to see where the action is going to be coming from, as the teams are now prepping themselves. A lot of caution, though, coming through. So no one really wants to be the first team to get traded off and get sent back. We see Renka also just advancing a little bit more towards that southern side. Also, just getting ready to, you know, limber themselves up a slight tad bit. But of course, the engagements are finding their way on through. The players here now from the side of Scream are going to be continuing on with their looting phase. But also, we are going to be jumping across up to the players there from Team Paint, as they are pushing up alongside Clear Vision. It is going to be Limbo here from the side of Team Paint. Limbo Boom holding the angle, looking to see if they can hold the fort, at least just for the time being, while the rest of the squad now looks to move in on a more southern position. Maybe it's also just going to be a quick pickup. You can see, Zadira coming in, flying on through with the vehicle. Getting ready to maybe just put a bit of distance in between themselves. And I do think that is a relatively good decision being made here by Paint, as they've already lost one of their players, Shifu MVP, being taken down a little bit prematurely there. But now the pressure is on still, right? We have the fightings getting a little bit closer up in towards the ever-lovely with Chinky, but we also have the Unicorns of Love, I believe that was, going toe-to-toe with the players there from the side of Fire Flux. Fire Flux. There we go. Fire Flux. Both sides going to be keeping a very watchful eye. We got Icy Boss here for Unicorns of Love. Trying to see if they can find any potential angles. We do see Solke. It's off in the distance. Cacao, meanwhile, is going to get knocked on down for the players here from the Screen squad, with that Ramzik also now falling down. Does he keep on a slight a bit of an approach here? Trying to provide some cover or suppressive fire. Ooh, but is it going to be enough? Also steps up, picks up the trade-off. And now we see Solus and Ketch also in the opposite end. Advancing on towards Icy Boy. Icy Boy gets up. Oh! But can't find the angles. Down they go. And the confirmation about to come on through. Will with a quick bit of supportive play here. Trying to just apply a bit of pressure. Does, however, pick up Ketch in the trade-off. There we go. Look at this now. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Lut just making it up behind that hard cover. So a good, quick rotation coming through there from the side of Lutz. But now it does seem like Will is going to get ready to rush. Reznov also now moving up with a 3-wheel of doom. As we can see them coming through. Ooh, see Solgate just positioned up ahead. Let's quickly look and see what is cooking right up here. Meanwhile, Renko also gets taken right on down. Keep now having to try and just get the heck out of that chinky position. Meanwhile, Reznov and Will, the two remaining defenders left now for Unicorns of Love, are going to be looking to bring it in. Out goes the nade. Oh, nicely placed. Unfortunately, not finding any damage. But it was probably worth a shot. Reznov now frantically trying to see which way be the best approach to take. Of course, now trying to fly up that staircase. The shots come through. Keep now also feeling the pressure on the opposite end. And we can't even get into that. Because they've now been taken on down. Keep getting sent back, but as we can see, the players there from New Names, well, also suffering quite a few hits in that trade-off. But good going either which way. But now we are down to 14 teams, and it's still going to be Unicorns of Love trying to fight it out here alongside the players coming through from the side of FLUX. It's now up to Will, but will be able to will their way into success here. You don't know. Let's see how this unfolds. It's going to be a 3-player rush. Oh, Will getting caught up by the molly. Will they make it? That hull starting to drop. Fortunately, the flames do dissipate. Oh, but look at that. Solke coming up with a beautiful, beautiful nade. Just looking so fantastic. Absolutely beautifully done. And with that, a little bit of an easy clap coming in as well. But of course, now we got to look and see where that zone is going to be going. You do have blue zone closing on through. See the teams now starting to push their way up in towards the zone itself. Not a lot of teams on the outlying regions of zone. Everyone currently pretty much up ahead of the blue. Aside from the players there from KONINA Power, we can see trying to push in from that eastern side. But we do have some developments now coming up on towards the side there of Everest, as we can see the players from MAD Esports actually holding on to the entirety of Everest. You got Paint right there alongside them for Romanian Men also just on the foothills of it. But will they be able to make enough of a play coming in from that position? Make the map a little bigger while the zone pops up and heads over towards Georgia Ball. Beautiful centering. And this is now a great spot for the players there from the Light Warriors to get themselves ready and set for a few of these engagements. Meanwhile, the players here from the side of FLUX, they don't have to move too far to get themselves into that zone. So they are probably going to be quite happy with that kind of position coming in. But now we are going to be looking to see what the rest of the teams will be doing. They continue to make their way further and further through the zone. Also curious to see what's happening up on towards that that Everest position where we do have the players there from MAD Esports. They're of course now getting ready to just push a little bit further. You can see MAD Esports now quickly coming in as a rather hasty rotation. But will it be sufficient enough? Meanwhile, of course, it is going to be the players here from FLUX. Just looking to crash the party, the hopes and dreams for the 4 Romanian men. Catch. Now, just trying to rush up. You can see Doobie. Oh! Doobie tapping away a few hits there. But is it going to be enough now? For Romanian Men, very exposed, beautiful off-angle play coming in there from the side of Ketch. Doobie trying to retaliate. Kasolke also just on the front line. So things are looking a little bit tougher now for Fireflex. Flux. I don't know why I keep on saying Flex. Whichever way. Solke now getting traded off. It is down to the final hopeful. Oh, rotation coming in. But of course, they've been spotted. Not a lot of options with regards to how to get out of that position. Charge continues to come on in. Oh, so low on that health bar. But fortunately, is able to find a little bit of an opening. And now just having to play a serious case of hide and seek all the way on towards that more northern side. But we do see a runner also coming in hot pursuit, and the 4 Romanian boys. Whoa! Getting a nice hit just delivered to their front door. A lot of the teams now continue to push their way further up in towards the zone. But where will they go? You can see the zone now sitting beautifully centered up towards Georgia Ball. A few seconds remain on the clock for the teams to try and make the decisions. Going to come up with a good way to get themselves situated back up in towards the zone. If we look over on towards that eastern side, there's nobody there. Everyone being able to get themselves well ahead of that blue zone. We do, however, see the players there from KONINA Power coming in with a bit of a more northern rotation. And then, of course, also the players there from Big looking to push up on the team from Clear Vision. So let's pop on through and see what is going on there, as we already have, ooh, the first few shots coming in between Hamadi. Oh, Hamadi not making it through. Let's jump into that so we can see, are happy, not looking too happy right now. NASA, a little bit further away. We got Vindex also up on the ridge. On the spine, right, if you want to be all fancy with words. But here we go. Vindex now looking to cook up an aid. Big, of course, position just in front of them. So beautiful point of contention coming through here. But will this now be enough for Clear Vision to pull this rush off? We did see Vindex trying to put a little bit of distance in, or rather that was the teammate there, NASA. You can see NASA now just trying to sneaky up behind them. Up comes Mozaro, looking to be part of the welcoming committee on towards NASA. Oh, look at that. Mozaro now coming under fire in retaliation. Quick rush. Mozaro doesn't seem too phased, too bothered. NASA also doesn't look too bothered by the rush coming on in. Oh, look at this. Mozaro finds the hit, and with that, down they go. Of course, KONINA Power are going to come rolling in right behind them. We do see Mishi now still positioned up on the edge. A little bit closer on towards the side there of KONINA Power. But let's see what FLQQQQQ will do. We see those shots. Old Boy, PRXX, XX, and Gonzo. Oh, moving into position. We see Beast also just looking to secure that more southern side. To see if Beast is going to get into any action. Hot chases coming through. It is going to be Gonzo up ahead. Oh, look at this. FLQQ pulling up alongside Mishi. First shots finding their way on in. Gonzo still looking to just continue to push on further. But meanwhile, PRXX is going to come blazing in with those hits. Oh, beautiful cat and mouse game coming in. Mishi gets traded off as Gonzo finds a beautiful shot on in. Up comes FLQQ. Spots Beast to the quick location there. Quick reposition. Trying to potentially just wrap around. Gonna come in on the back end of that, of course, with that. Oh, Old Boy also now getting traded off. FLQQ comes moving in. Will we see those shots? No, not yet. It is going to be Swave now just lighting it up. Formations coming in. Oh, it is looking pretty tough now for the side here of KONINA Power, who thought that they could swoop in from behind, come in with a bit of a third-party surprise. But unfortunately, Big was very ready to welcome them in. You can see the players there now from Mad Knight also just coming through with a few shots of their very own. So it's now going to be up to Gonzo to find a good place to call home. Where will they go? Speaking about calling a place home, the players from the side of MAD Esports also getting ready to get into a little bit of a fight, as they've got the players here from the 4 Romanian boys right up alongside them, pushing in towards the Georgia Ball crates. But Shaolin trying to find a good angle of approach. Oh, but as you can see, Lucci now getting traded off as well. Not a lot of options really to remain for these teams as they continue now to just get tapped away one after the other. We still have a bit of a position being played up on towards Everest. We just saw there for a quick moment coming in from Shaolin. And that, of course, is going to be the players coming through now from the side of LIVION Esports. Shaolin still trying to find a way. Make a bit of a play here. We did see all now also just tapping away, trying to find a few more spray downs. You see all keeping a very watchful eye from the top of Everest. And we know that is where KONINA Power actually had pulled on into. Meanwhile, the players here coming through from the side of MAD Esports. Just going to be riding the edge, not pushing up too aggressively per se. Of course, now speaking about pushing, it is going to be the players here from X9. Also just looking for a little bit of an opening. Oh, but will they be able to get it in though? Yankees and the rest of the team still holding over on towards South George. You can see all also just keeping a very watchful eye. Not going to be looking to do too much just yet. It is going to be quite a ranged attempt coming in there from them. But will they be able to reach all the way across? We are down to our final 11 teams. And it is relatively challenging for a lot of these players. The zone now takes a little bit of a shift once again. It does now continue to move up on towards that northern side. So this is looking absolutely fan-freaking-tastic coming through there for the players from Big, as well as the team coming through from the side of the Light Warriors. But down south, up in towards South George and those crates, oh, it's not a lot of hope really left for these teams as they now too continue to try and kind of squeeze themselves into a bit of a uncomfortable position. But let's hop into the madness. Well, that's not the madness. This is the madness, as we can see. Players here from LIVION trying to just be a little bit of a nuisance here. As you can see, 4 Romanian men. Rana getting traded off. But it's still going to be a very risky play, whichever way we go about it. The team after team now just looking to pile on in from the southern approach. Of course, we do see the players there from the 4 Romanian boys. Also looking to see if they can find their way through the container yard here. Dexter comes in with a beautiful hit. And of course now Keme is going to be looking to step on up. Dexter getting traded off. Lau going in for a quick res, but is not able to pull it off just yet. Keme now left to try and play a bit of a defensive game here. We got all also now coming in from the side there of LIVION, trying to find any potential angles, just trying to suppress any potential advances coming through. With that, we do see X now and Doom both having a little bit of a tough time as the shots continue to fly. But it will, for the time being, be the players here from the side of LIVION trying to hold on to their positions. Up north, things are also looking to take a bit of a swing for the worst, as we do have Paint now coming under pressure. You can see Zadira. Oh, nearly instantly getting down there. It is up to Limbo. Boom. Up comes the rush, and X9 gets the squad wiped. Down they go. X9 now almost having a controlling position, but of course the players there from the side of Light Warriors are going to be looking to contest for that position. Meanwhile, Big will be looking to clear it up, coming in on that side, northern side of the zone. Let's see if the teams will be able to get anything done. Meanwhile, as I said, the players are from Big. No, rather, my bad. They're moving in from that eastern side, just a little bit further ahead of Dooms. We saw Frosty there just for a quick moment. Leo, meanwhile, here from the side of X9, be keeping a very watchful position, trying to see if they can find any advances to roll on through. We do see, however, that roller is going to be lining up those heads. The players here now from the side of the Light Warriors, looking to bring in quite a few potential eliminations along the way. Of course, we got Alex now already just rather well established further up ahead. Players here from Big also now just starting to spread themselves out throughout the entirety of the zone. Looking to get those anchor points set up. Of course, now we see Big Beast just trying to hold on. Ooh, there we go. Finds a little bit of an angle on towards the 4 Romanian boys who are having to try and swim their way across. They don't have much other options. Meanwhile, the players there from LIVION also making their way back in towards the lobby. Down to our final 8. Oh, look at this beast now going absolutely crazy. Spray after spray, just finding head after head. And now also going to be going, well, shooting fish in a barrel down in towards that riverway where we see the players from the side of new names now. Trying to see if they can maybe outlast. Oh, the barrage of heads coming through from Beast. We do have a nice bit of contact getting dialed in as well. Beast coming in with a quick rush. But here we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Rushes now getting pushed on in. Oh, Beast going absolutely crazy as the shots fly on through. Putting quite a bit of pressure on the players here. We did see Mishi now potentially in a little bit of trouble, but a quick retaliation comes in. Arso also now getting knocked right on down. It is going to be down to Chris, though, to try and survive now for the players here from New Name. For Romanian Men, Red Ox picking up a quick trade-off on towards Doom. You can see Beast now still cooking up those nades, trying to reach all the way down into the water. Roller Big Boy also going to be trying to make a bit of a stand here. Got Mishi now, just atop the hill. Has spotted them, cooks up the nade, off it goes. Beautiful play. Mishi also taking a little smidgen of damage, but it's not going to be too much to be too bothered about. Mishi now going to be trying to clear it up, but unfortunately down Mishi goes. Beast now still focusing on towards that waterway. We've got Swave providing a little bit of support up on the side here. We've got Ding also now getting ready to move in. Top 6 teams remain. Swave rotating up for Big. Shots flying in. Swave just trying to dodge any of those bullets that could be finding their way on in. Oh, come on. Comes up right alongside the place here from X9. It is going to be a bit of a chase. Let's see. Will Swave be able to close it up? Oh, come on, Alex. Taking several hits. Oh, oh, there we go. Don't even need a weapon. Swave will just run them over. As you can see, of course, now still the players here from the side of the Light Warriors looking to enlighten themselves as they push in from that western side, coming up alongside the players here from Big. With that, Swave now is going to get traded off. It is down to Beast, and with that, the 4 Romanian men come on through, picking up another elimination, already sitting on 12 to their name. They are on an absolute spree here. But of course, Redox cooking up the nade, sending it down. Will it reach up in towards Ding, who's trying to get this res on towards Roller Big Boy, and down they go. Redox now on an absolute runaway performance. It is going to be Chris, though, the last player, standing between the 4 Romanian men and that winner chicken dinner. It's going to be a 1v3 push. Let's see what Christo will be able to get done in this play. The last player left. Nowhere near that zone. Oh, up comes Doobie. Oh, and down they go. The winner chicken dinner going straight over towards the 4 Romanian men. Absolutely beautiful plays. And of course, as we can see, 14 eliminations alongside that winner chicken dinner. So absolutely fantastic day coming in on this last one, this last wrangle of the day. Of course, the players from new names taking that second place with 5 eliminations. Then we've got Light Warriors finishing strong in third place with 3 eliminations. Big coming in with a big amount of elims, 14 up in fourth place. Of course, the players here from MAD Esports up in fifth, finishing with 4 eliminations. We got X9 taking 6th place, coming in with 3. Of course, Doom finishing in 7th place. We got the players there from the 4 Romanian boys up in 8th place with 5. We got the players from LIVION finishing in 9th with 1. We got Paint up in 10th place. We got KONINA Power in 11th. We got the players from Clear Vision with 1 up in 12th. Of course, in 13th, we got the players there from Fire FLUX taking home 4 eliminations. Unicorns of Love, sadly, only 1 up in 14th. And of course, then the players there from the Scream Squad taking that 15th position. So there we go. There we have it. 3rd match of the day done and dusted. Again, some beautiful action making its way right here on towards the battlefield. So big congrats going out to the 4 Romanian men for picking up a very, very satisfying winner chicken dinner. And of course, some beautiful points to accompany that. Also sitting on 14. So we actually see 2 teams coming in with 14. That is big. And the 4 Romanian men. So curious to see what those overall results will look like. Be sure to stick around. That will come right after the break. Meanwhile, we are going to be heading into our final break of the day while we get ready for a little bit of that Sandhawk action to make its way on through. So be sure to stay tuned. We'll see you guys right back afterwards. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're getting ready to hop into our final match of the day. Looking to see where the teams are going to be going and who's going to be stepping up to walk away with that winner chicken dinner right here over on towards the next map. And of course, for the next map, we are going to be heading over in towards Sanok. But before we go anywhere, it is time for the standings to see where the teams are. And as we look onto the map, we can see, of course, the players sitting in a very comfortable position. 4 Romanian men picking up that last winner chicken dinner. And now sitting quite beautifully up in pole position, as we can see, with 59 points to their name. Livion and Light Warriors right there, hard on their heels, also looking to get a beautiful slice of that pie. But, you know, only one team can walk away with a big slice of that pie. Of course, the teams are playing for their share of the $1,000. And speaking about the share, it is time to share with you what the map itself looks like. So here we go, hopping straight up into the actions. We can see the teams now already starting to make their way on through flight path, starting up towards that Mong Nai and heading over towards a little bit more of a Tambang position. But flight path, Sanok, not all too essential. As we know, it more depends on where this first initial zone is going to be popping. And of course, it is going to be moving into, drumroll please, as we see where the zone goes, and it moves up on towards the western side of the zone. So putting a lot of focus now on that northwestern island, as well as the potential angles there towards ruins. So I'm expecting a potential bit of a contention to come in on the trifecta region. You can already see a few players now looking to get themselves situated. With the players there from Good Game, or the Good Guys rather, right up in that trifecta. And of course, the rest of the teams still very much spread out, but a lot of contention and a lot of potential chaos about to come through over on towards that the western side of the zone, as we have Hadsong finding that first hit right on through, getting the first knock into the place there from the 4 Romanian men. But the pressure now is going to be on, as we can see them now just coming through here, rushing straight on in to get that confirmation. Will they get it? Will they get it? No, no. Boop. There we go. The first elimination has been locked in. But now, of course, it's not going to be an easy ride from this point moving forward. You can see we got the players from Doom also positioned up ahead. So this is really looking to be quite a difficult play now coming through for the 4 Romanian men, as Rana now also gets traded off. But let's see what these teams are going to be doing. 4 Romanian men caught right in between the players here from Livion and Team Doom. Oh, Unreal taking a little bit of damage. Hadsong now just trying to reposition up at the top of this hill. Let's see Maxa, sorry, just down below. Oh, but up comes the hit. Oh, down they go. Hadsong. Beautiful angle, just working out so phenomenally for them. And of course, Doom now feeling the pressure, feeling the sting. Doobie, they're from the side of 4 Romanian men, is going to be just trying to ride out the storm, hoping to go about as undetected as they possibly could. But Doobie, not just chilling in the grass. I need to see what this fight will bring between Doom and Livion, and whether or not they are going to be in any immediate danger. Let's see where it goes. Waiting for those shots. Unreal, creeping a little bit closer. Come on, we can see Hadsong just in the scopes there of Unreal. It's a matter of time. Oh, there we go. Nice. Down goes the hits. That's what we wanted to see. Some absolutely devastating plays coming through. And of course now Unreal, we're just huddling up behind the rock. Oh, but look at that. Doobie coming in with a beautiful shot on towards Zero. Down goes Unreal as well. Wow. Frosty, now the last hopeful for Doom, is going to be trying to play this one out. Looking to see if they can get all the way up to Unreal to potentially get that res going. Unreal now getting confirmed on in. See the players here now from the side of Livion. Also just looking to see whether or not they'll be able to line up those angles. There's going to be Frosty, left for the side of Doom. We got Doobie, also just on the opposite end of this ridge. Hadsong now trying to put a little bit of distance in between, trying to just get a little bit further away. Of course, these teams are trying to get themselves well established, at least for today, on the overall standings. Because we know they are playing for their slot, or their part, rather, of the $1,000 coming on through. Doobie, fortunately, not the last remaining hopeful. But it is, however, Frosty, the last hopeful for the side of Team Doom, up against Redox. Redox now getting ready to push. You can see the PMPL outfit. Here we go. Pro also now rotating up in the distance. But let's see, who will be the one to close this out? It's going to be between Doom and 4 Romanian men. A 1v2 play. Redox on the front line. Doobie starting to rotate in from that northern side. A very calculated and cautious approach coming in from both 4 Romanian men and Doom. Let's see. Frosty. And a little bit of that free fire. Not finding the exact angles just yet. It's all going to come down to what Frosty is going to be doing in this final push. Oh, come on. Finds a little bit of a trade-off. There we go. Nice. Oh, but Doobie coming in with a beautiful off-angle jump on that. Just to close it on through. Beautiful execution coming in. But now we're getting ready to move up a little further onwards as we see now. The shots continue to fly on in. The 4 Romanian boys actually coming under fire. They're going toe-to-toe with the players there from the side of X9. Now X9 going to be looking to come in swinging from atop the hill. And with that, oh, it is absolute carnage as they pick up so many devastating blows. Pretty sure that is the end of the road for the 4 Romanian boys. Not quite sure. Let's just double check it. Yes, it does seem so. So, well done, well played. Of course, now the players here from X9 picking up the beautiful squad wipe on towards them. As you can see, those 4 eliminations sitting quite comfortably alongside their name. But now we've got to see where the teams are going to be looking to rotate in towards. Because we know Zone is going to be making its way on through. It is currently situated over on towards that western side. And the team sitting on the west, not looking too phased just yet. Haven't really been challenged for their positions. But as these remaining teams are yet to rotate on through, that is where I think things are going to get quite challenging for them. Particularly looking at that kind of trifecta position. We've got the players from Unicorns of Love and, of course, the team from GG. The good guys. I do expect quite a bit of contention to just happen on that front. Everyone just going to be making their way on through. Looking to see if they can get themselves set up. Blue zone will be closing on in. Nothing too drastic. Well, however, we do see those shots now coming through from Unicorns of Love. So let's try and quickly jump up in it towards that. Here we go. Dereznov right here on the front line. Beautiful rotation coming in by Paint now, as we can see them now starting to make their way around that southern side of the zone. Keep an eye to see where it is they're going to be going. Meanwhile, Unicorns of Love scouting it out. Loving this position coming in here from Reznov. Quite separated from the rest of the team, but it's a good distraction while the rest of the squad looks to potentially just distract the players here from the good guys. But good guys need to be careful. You can see just a little bit further up north from their position is the team from Clear Vision. So they might not have the easiest run. There we go. Shots continue to fly on end zone. Taking a little bit of a swing over on towards that western side. Even more so now. Let's see what the teams are going to be doing. Players here from Good Guys are going to be pushing on through. Got KONINA Power positioned on that far eastern edge. Keeping a very watchful eye The players coming through now from the side there of LIVION. Oh, up comes the rush, flying right up to greet them, right in between them now. Old boy, just looking honest. We can see FLUX. Oh, come on. There we go. Shots flying up. But old boy now, realizing that they are not in the most comfortable position, have to get themselves a little bit more established, moving in towards that zone. So those rotations now finding their way on through. You can see the players there from Big also now coming in with a few hits. But let's see if old boy will be able to close this one out. Does spot out FLUX. There we go. Puts the ball right through the hoops. Now, Hadsong feeling the pressure as well, as we can see the rush coming through here from them. Hadsong just quickly trying to put enough health back in that health bar before KONINA Power meets up with them. But where will they go? Oh, up comes the hits. Come on, come on. Hadsong gets the shot as old boy tries to hunker down, tries to duck out of the way, but Hadsong about to get rushed. Up they come on. Boom! Nicely done, FLQQ and Crown getting traded off, and it is the end of the road. KONINA Power looking quite beautiful in that, but now we see the players here from Big come rushing down on towards a Roller Boy. We have completely isolated on towards the side of this northern ridge. The rest of the squad a little bit further behind, yet to rotate into safety. But look at this. Roller Big Boy. A little bit of trouble. Zone also looking quite challenging with that Roller Big Boy gets traded on down. Baboon coming up from that eastern side to see if they can find any approach back up in towards the zone. Same going here for XXTL. Swave positioned up on the rock, keeping that high ground position. Overwatch. I'm just trying to third-party peek it out. You can see several more teams now starting to make their way up in towards the zone. Roller Boy getting down by the blue. Clear vision now moving up into Trifecta just north there of Unicorns. KONINA Power still going to be pushing in from that eastern side, but also then the players coming through from the side of MAD Esports. We still see them all the way up in towards Cow. So very northern position coming through from them. Let's do this, then you can see it. There they are, pushing out from Cow, looking to get their butts back up in towards that zone. KONINA Power still pushing in from that eastern side. But look at this now. Big feeling that blue zone as it starts to tickle. It is going to be the second phase blue, but Swave trying to keep a very watchful eye on the positions coming through here from the players of the Light Warriors. They already have one winner chicken dinner on board. Oh, Beast now and Mishi. They are going to be wasting any time as they come rushing on through. The shots follow in, and Beast picks up a beautiful elimination. Baboon having repositioned elsewhere. Michi closes it off with the vehicle. That is how you show quite a bit of aggression coming in. The zone, of course, now just centering up on itself so beautifully over towards that far western bridge. But this is where the players from FLUX and the Scream Squad could find a few hits. Oh, Beast not done with it yet. Steps up, finds a beautiful hit onto the players here from, the side there of MAD Esports. It is now down to Skyline. Looking to see if they can survive. Oh, and the answer is no, as Michi comes in, laying down the devastation. And with that, they have to now pack their bags and make their way back into the lobby. Meanwhile, Big going to be pushing to try and get themselves situated a little bit better up in towards the zone. Still now competing with the blue. But who's not competing with the blue is going to be the players here coming through from the side of Clear Vision. They are, however, competing against the players from the side of the good guys. We can see Falky just up ahead as Are Happy lines up the first one. Gets a beautiful hit. But will they be able to close it out all the way through that zone? Now continuing to just apply the pressure as the teams are now having to kind of fight their way through, trying to get into these positions. Raum is going to be the final player left now for the good guys. But how far will Raum be able to get? As we can see, Vindex and Are Happy now just clearing out these buildings alongside the rest of their squad as the players from Clear Vision look to take occupation of the compound right here. Could be quite a favorable position to be in. I mean, we do see Ram off in the distance, but we did also see several other teams holding up in the vicinity. Ram, for the meantime, will be just trying to get that boost locked in. You see the players here from Clear Vision. They are out for blood. They are hungry. They are eager. They want those eliminations. But will they be able to find them, though? Raum now trying to play a serious game of hide and seek, as we can see the rest of the teams now also just making their way through his blue zone is closing on up. FLUX holding smack dab center zone, right on the edge of the bridge. Clear Vision and the players there from X9 about to get into a bit of a path where they could start bumping their heads. But Raum staying stationary, not looking to move up unnecessarily. Of course, Raum has a good position currently situated in that zone. You see the players there from Big also looking to push in from that northern side. Beast, though, finds a beautiful trade-off as we see coming in. Up north, congestion. Building on up. Let's see if we can jump into any of that action. Oh, please, before it's all done. Please, DK, faster, faster. Oh, there we go. Swave comes in with a beautiful smackety dab dab. And with that, we are down to 12 remaining teams. So, of course, KONINA Power not out just yet. We still have Gonzo looking to find a decent position to rotate up into. Of course, this is going to be Gonzo running. And down goes Gonzo as we see Pivia coming in with a beautiful angle right there. Just lying in wait. Valley of Snakes. Been quite dreadful for a lot of these teams. Meanwhile, the players from X9 are also now going to be looking to make a bit of a play, a bit of a push as they come in right behind the players here from Clear Vision. You see Pivia getting ready to apply that pressure. The nades already being cooked and sent out, but of course they are receiving a few in exchange. Oh, Clear Vision looking to make a bit of a comeback here, as we can see Alex now getting downed. Yankees also not looking too great on the health bond. Down it goes Pivia. Leo, they have to try and push on through. Come on. Come on. Are they going to be able to clutch it out? Are they going to be able to clutch it out? Oh, definitely looking for the angles here. Come on. Oh, Hamadi sends out a beautifully devastating nade. And with that, it is going to be the end of the road right there for them. Meanwhile, we've got several teams now also still just looking to push back up in towards the zone. Players here from Paint now coming through on towards Big, but Big Beast holding on strong, as we can see. Oh, it is now down to Limbo Boom and Shifu MVP. Try and sneak up behind them. Of course, we got Ketch also just on the opposite end, keeping a very watchful eye on those rotations coming through now from Limbo. In fact, the entirety, well, what's left of FLUX, just lying on the edge. Oh, Morzaro finds a beautiful one. There we go. Look at the hits coming through. Shifo. Oh! Down they go. Limbo Boom. They can be able to get it up. Oh, just on the edge of zone. FLUX having good position. Not having to rotate just yet, but of course it does seem like Big are just going to be inching their way on through, looking to set themselves up a little bit further up ahead. See Mishi and Go now just coming to inspect, trying to get a lay of the land, setting up a beautiful gatekeep ahead of the players coming through now from Paint. The pressure's going to be on. Paint can't really move too much. Ooh, but Clear Vision, however, coming in. Paint Limbo though, just lighting it up on towards the players here from Big. It is down to Mishi and Swave. Oh. Shifu. Will they get it? Michi now getting pinched up behind the rock. Nowhere really to run. Paint now. But having to position themselves back into that zone. Limbo gets downed. It is up to Shifu. Mishi getting ready to rush. Up they come. Cooking up the nades. Fortunately, for Paint, there's no window on that side. Come on, Shifu runs up into the nade. Down goes Limbo. Boom. Mishi lying in wait. Will this be the clutch? Mishi, the final hopeful for the team. Blues are now going to be adding the pressure. Paint needs to rotate on forward, but will they be able to clutch it out all the way? Quick reposition coming through from Michi. Shifu also getting ready. Oh, ooh, here's something in the smoke. It is now a dance to the death, as we can see. Oh, look at that. Shifu, oh, finds the hits, and with that, Mishi gets completely obliterated by that blue zone. Shifu now having a little bit of work left to do here. We still have 6 teams left in the lobby. Of course, that bridge is looking absolutely disgusting. As you can see the players here now from the Scream Squad and Unicorns of Love trying to make their way on through. Scream Squad still rocking 4 players. Unicorns of Love also just up alongside them. Down in the water, they have to try and get themselves up into zone. Only a few seconds remain on the clock. But keep the pressure high. Ooh, you can see Kakao also now just trying to come in on that off angle. Just looking out into the water, looking to see if they can find any potential angles, spot any pixels that are not where they're supposed to be. Reznov quickly going to be surfacing. Kakao with a quick response. There we go. Fishing through the smoke, forcing Reznov to go a little bit further down. Look at this. Oh, come on. We got Solus coming through with a hit on, oh, Hamodi. Reznov gets traded off there. Oh, down goes Daddy. It is now up to Icy Boss and Willie to try and keep it together, but they won't make it as the devastating blows get dealt. Oh, but now it turns right up onto the players here from Scream Squad. As we do see the Fire Flux now looking to push on in. It is going to be our final 2 teams having to fight it out for that winner chicken dinner. Solke holding on towards that western side. We got Solus holding on towards the east. And then, of course, we got Catch now right up in the smack dab middle of them, of the 2 of them. Solus getting traded. There we go. It is going to be a 2v4 now in favor of the Scream Squad. Oh, there we go. Renka getting picked up. Alright, no, rather, finding the confirmation onto Solus. Solke. Nice bit of high ground position here. But it's not exactly in zone. The players here now from the side of the Scream Squad find themselves in a little bit of a challenge. They don't have a secure angle in zone, but they do have numbers advantage. So are they going to look to leverage that? Solke now just trying to get a little bit closer, trying to get in position before that zone starts moving through. Oh, up comes Ramzik. Look at the hits now. Oh, Catch getting traded off. Solke trying to make a run for zone, but the shots come in. Oh, and with that, it is the winner chicken dinner. Going straight over to the players there from Scream Squad. Oh, Fireflux coming so close. But, of course, the numbers advantage working out so favorably for the players there of Scream Squad. And they were able to just absolutely demolish the competition. Well, and they also finished off on 9 eliminations alongside their winner chicken dinner. So, beautiful run coming in there from them. Of course, the players from the side of Fireflux taking that second position with 5 eliminations. Solus picking up 4. Then, of course, we've got the players from Clear Vision finishing up in 3rd place, coming in on a rather comfortable 7 eliminations. Paint now taking 4th with 3. We've got the players here from Unicorns of Love up in 5th place with 2 eliminations. We've got the team then next up there from the New Names up in 6th. We've got the players then also coming through from the side of the Light Warriors. 1 elimination. We got Big up in 8th place, but finishing strong on 9 eliminations. 4 Romanian Men taking that 9th place with 2. We got the players from X9 taking 10th place with 5. Got the players there from the Good Guys up in 11th place. KONINA Power in 12th with 4. And of course, the players there from MAD Esports up in 13th. With the squad from the side of Livion Esports up in 14th with 4. 4 Romanian boys taking that 15th position. Of course, Team Doom getting sent out in 16th place with 2 eliminations to their names. So there we go. There we have it. The first day done and dusted. All 4 matches play to completion. Beautiful performances coming in across the board. And of course, the teams are fighting for their share of $1,000. So there's going to be a lot on the table still remaining in our 2 days of play. So be sure to join us back again tomorrow as we go on with even more PUBG Mobile action. And of course, come support your teams. Let us know who you are here to support. Who do you think is going to be the team to walk away with that pole position? Love to hear what your thoughts are. But until then, we are going to be saying goodnight for today. Look to see you all back again tomorrow, same time, same place, and hopefully even more action. Stay safe.